Do you know what the biggest lie is? That success takes years. No, my friend. Success takes 5 months of clarity, but only if you stop living the same 5 years over and over again. So today, I want to show you something different. A real 5-month plan. Not a plan that lives in your notebook, but a plan that wakes you up at 6 a.m. with fire in your chest. Let's begin. You ever wonder why your month one, brutal honesty, stop lying to yourself, life looks the same every year, same job, same habits, same excuses, yet every January you say, this year I'll change. But then February comes and you're back to the same routine. Let me tell you something real. The biggest reason most people never succeed isn't lack of opportunity. It's lack of honesty. They lie to themselves beautifully. I'm trying. I'm waiting for the right time. I'll start soon. My friend, the right time never comes. You don't need a new year. You need a new attitude. The first month of your 5-month success plan is about one thing: brutal honesty, the kind that makes you uncomfortable, the kind that forces you to face the mirror and admit, I am the reason my life isn't moving. People can fight the world, but they can't fight their own excuses. Someone once told me, I feel stuck. I said, no, you're not stuck. You're scared. Scared of change, scared of failing, scared of being laughed at. But you know what's scarier? Staying the same for the next 10 years. If you want to grow, you have to break your comfort. You can't have a new life with old habits and stop blaming others. My boss doesn't promote me. My parents don't support me. My city has no opportunities. The day you stop blaming is the day your life begins. When you blame, you hand your power away. When you own your problems, you get power back. If your job sucks, learn a skill. If your friends waste your time, find new company. If nobody believes in you, let their doubt fuel your fire. You don't lose because of lack of talent. You lose because you waste time. Let's be real. How many hours do you scroll on your phone every day? Multiply it by 30 days. That's your dream dying in slow motion. 3 hours a day means 90 hours a month, 1,000 hours a year. You could build a business in that time. You could change your life. The successful people don't have extra hours. They just don't waste them. And stop saying, I'm not motivated. You don't need motivation. You need clarity. If I ask, what do you want in life? Most people say, I just want to be successful. That's not a goal. That's a wish. Define it. What kind of success? Money, freedom, peace. Once you know exactly what you want and why you want it, motivation takes care of itself. You wake up ready, you stop snoozing, you start moving. One simple exercise tonight: no phone, no noise, just you and your thoughts. Ask yourself 3 questions. What do I want in the next 5 months? Why do I want it? And what am I ready to give up for it? Write the answers down. That list will change your life faster than any self-help book. And the way you talk to yourself, it matters. You keep saying, I'm lazy, and your brain believes it. Say, I'm learning discipline, and you say, I can't do this. Say, I'll figure it out. You're building your future every time you open your mouth. So speak like someone who's going somewhere. I once knew a man who kept saying, I have no opportunities. His friend told him, then create one. He laughed, but that night he couldn't sleep. The next day he started learning online. 5 months later, he was earning more than the job that rejected him. He didn't wait for luck. He built it one honest day at a time. So here's my challenge for you this month. Be brutally honest with yourself. Audit your time. Write your goals. Stop saying one day, because one day isn't a real date. Today is the moment you stop lying to yourself. Your 5-month success plan truly begins. And trust me, if you can survive the first month with honesty, you've already beaten most people out there. This is where your story starts. You know what separates month 2. Learn like crazy. Upgrade your mindset. The people who keep dreaming from the ones who actually win. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's hunger to learn. The second month of your 5-month success plan is all about feeding that hunger, learning like your life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Most people stop learning the moment school ends. They get a job, learn the minimum, and press repeat for years. Then they wonder why life feels the same. My friend, the world changes every 6 months. If you stop learning, the world doesn't wait for you. It replaces you. I once met a guy who said, I don't have time to learn new things. I asked him, how many hours do you watch Netflix? And he said, around 2 hours a day. I smiled and said, congratulations, you just found time. It's never about time, it's about priorities. You find time for what matters to you. This month, replace at least 1 hour of entertainment with education. 1 hour a day for 30 days, that's 30 hours. You can finish 2 books, a whole online course, or master a new skill in that time. Imagine doing that for 5 months. That's a new version of you. Learning isn't boring if you link it to your dream. If you want to start a business, learn sales, marketing, communication. If you want freedom, learn how money works. If you want confidence, learn how people think. Every skill you learn adds a brick to your dream. The funny part is most people say, I don't know where to start. You're living in the easiest time in history to learn anything. You can learn from the best people in the world for free. YouTube, podcasts, books, even short clips on your phone. But most people would rather scroll through drama than study how to change their own story. Don't be one of them. Be the person who turns curiosity into power. Read when others sleep. Listen when others gossip. Ask questions that make people think. Curiosity turns average people into experts. Let me tell you a story. There was a delivery boy who loved tech videos. Every night after work, he would watch tutorials instead of wasting time online. In 6 months, he learned basic coding. In a year, he built his own small app. Today, he earns more than his old boss. He didn't have a degree, he had curiosity and YouTube. The point is simple. When you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, life stops rewarding you. If you don't upgrade yourself, the world will downgrade your value. People often ask, what if I fail while learning? My answer, fail fast, fail forward. Failure in learning is not real failure, it's tuition. You're paying life to teach you. Every mistake teaches you something school never did. You must also learn one more skill, the skill of focus. Learning doesn't mean jumping from topic to topic. Pick one direction, go deep, and get good at it. Mastery gives confidence. Dipping your toes in 10 things gives confusion. And remember, when you start learning something new, you'll look stupid at first. Everyone does. Don't worry. Looking stupid for a few weeks is better than staying broke for a lifetime. Every expert was once an amateur who didn't quit after looking silly. I'll tell you what to do this month. Choose one skill connected to your dream. Write it down. Then commit 1 hour a day to it. Use every free minute in buses, at lunch, before bed to feed your brain. Keep a notebook or a notes app just for learning. Track what you learn each day. After 30 days, you'll have more knowledge, more confidence, and more direction than you've ever had before. And the best part, learning gives you something most people never feel, momentum. When you start learning, your mind wakes up. You start seeing ideas everywhere. You begin to feel alive again. So in this second month, stop waiting for opportunities and start preparing for them. The world doesn't reward the most talented person. It rewards the most prepared, and learning is the ultimate preparation. Give yourself permission to be a student again, because the moment you stop learning, your 5-month success plan stops working. But if you keep learning like crazy, nothing in the world can stop you. Let's be honest, everyone month 3 execution. Turn knowledge into action loves planning, but very few love doing. The 3rd month is where most people quit. Not because it's hard, but because it's boring. The excitement fades, the motivation drops, and reality kicks in. This month is where your dream either dies or starts breathing. You've been honest with yourself in month 1. You've learned new things in month 2. Now it's time to do something about it, because knowledge without action is just a fancy form of procrastination. You can't think your way to success. You have to move your way there. When I started working years ago, I used to write long lists, goals, steps, routines, all perfect on paper, but nothing changed. Then one day I realized plans don't build success. Consistent action does. Even a small action repeated daily beats a perfect plan that never starts. Execution is not about speed. It's about direction and consistency. Imagine trying to push a car that's stuck. The first few seconds take all your strength, but once it starts moving, it gets easier. That's how execution feels. The first few weeks are heavy. You'll doubt yourself. You'll feel lazy and you'll want to quit. But once you get momentum, it becomes addictive. Let's talk about a big trap, overthinking. Some people plan so much that they never start. They want everything perfect before they begin. But here's the truth. Perfection is just another name for fear. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage to start. Start messy. Start scared. Just start. A young man once asked me, what if I make mistakes? I told him, you will. Everyone does. The only difference is successful people learn from mistakes while others run from them. Mistakes are proof that you're moving. You can fix mistakes. You can't fix doing nothing. This month, your focus is one word: execution. Don't read 10 more books. Don't watch 10 more motivational videos. Take what you've already learned and apply it. If you learned communication, talk to people. If you learned marketing, post your first ad. If you learned coding, build something small. Turn your knowledge into movement and stop chasing motivation every day. Motivation is like coffee. It wakes you up for a while, but you need discipline to stay awake. Make discipline your best friend, because when you're tired, lazy, or uninspired, discipline is the only thing that will carry you forward. forward. Here's a rule. Do one uncomfortable thing every day. Send that message, make that call, record that video, talk to that client. The magic is always hiding in discomfort. Once you make a habit of doing uncomfortable things, fear starts losing its power over you. You'll face resistance. People will doubt you. Some will laugh. Some will ignore you. That's good. If no one doubts you, you're not doing anything worth noticing. Silence your critics with results, not arguments. Unexpected problems, criticism, delays, even self-doubt. You'll wonder, why now? Why when I'm finally trying? But that's how growth works. The test always comes after the lesson. Most people quit here. Not because they can't win, but because they misread pressure. They think pressure means I'm not ready. No, pressure means you're almost there. Every big change comes with resistance. The same way a rocket shakes the hardest right before it breaks free from gravity. Your life shakes hardest right before a breakthrough. You will feel tired. You'll have days when your mind says, what's the point? You'll feel invisible. You'll think no one notices your effort. But let me tell you something. The world always notices eventually. You just have to last long enough to be seen. This month, you'll feel the weight of discipline. You'll feel the loneliness of growth. You'll see friends who started with you stop halfway. Don't follow them. Keep walking. Because the moment you slow down to comfort others, you lose your own rhythm. Pressure also reveals your weaknesses, your patience, your mindset, your focus. Don't panic when that happens. Pressure is not your enemy. It's your mirror. It shows you what still needs to grow. Use it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it means you're expanding. Growth is never comfortable. Let me tell you about a small restaurant owner I once met. When his business started growing, he got overwhelmed. New orders, new customers, new problems. He almost shut down, but instead he took a deep breath and learned to manage pressure instead of running from it. A year later, he opened his second branch. He told me, the growth didn't kill me. Success is looking in the mirror and saying, I didn't quit on me. That's real victory, but this isn't the end. It's the beginning of your next level. The 5-month plan isn't magic. It's a system that awakens the best version of you. Now, every new challenge you face will feel different because you'll face it with strength, not fear. Remember this, 5 months of effort can change 5 years of your life. If you can stay consistent, learn endlessly, execute fearlessly, and rise under pressure, you can rewrite your story no matter where you started. So as you finish this journey, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I'm not done, I'm just getting started. Because the world hasn't even seen your full potential yet. And when they do, they'll realize the person they once ignored became the person they now admire. Keep growing, keep learning, keep executing, and never ever forget 5 months of discipline can do what 5 years of dreaming never will. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends.